G'day guys, Paul, Perth, FourbeeFour Adventures. Today, of course, as the title suggests, we are out at Wilbinga. Well, I'm actually at Wilbinga Road. Those that know me will know there's one of my pet hates is people giving bad advice, especially when it comes to entering Wilbinga. Just turn that down a little bit. There are some people that say you can get in via Two Rocks. You actually can't. It's private property. You're trespassing. You're not allowed to enter Wilbinga through Two Rocks. And if you do choose to enter Wilbinga through Two Rocks, once you get to the dunes, it's actually illegal to drive in the dunes or on the beach within the city of Wanneroo. Now, some time ago when I found out that it was illegal to drive in there, I contacted the city of Wanneroo myself, the Ranger's office, and I asked the question, and I will quote the response: it is illegal to enter a dune system or drive on a beach within the city of Wanneroo. So it's actually a $500 fine. So if you choose to enter through Two Rocks, which is trespassing, it's private property, and then eventually you will hit the dunes. So once you're in the dunes, the ranger can ping you $500. So for the sake of driving 10 minutes up the road, this is the official entrance, Wilbinga Road, as you saw from the street sign back there. Now I would get out and show you, but it's currently persisting down with rain. This is the day that the so-called storm of the decade hit Perth. To me it's just a bit of wind and a bit of rain, but never mind. I think they copped it a bit more down south than we did north of the river, so maybe we got it a little bit easier, but never mind. So up that way is Indian Ocean Drive. Some people call this Military Road. It's actually called Wilbinga Road. If you go up that way, and I will show you in a minute, opposite here is Military Road, just slightly south, and Military Road takes you through to Ginginbrook Road and the Observatory. So that's Military Road. And if you actually follow this road all the way across, when they did the roadworks, they actually left some mounds of dirt at the entrance. Now, I'm not sure whether that was to deter people from coming in there and coming in the correct way at Wilbinga Road, or whether they just left the mounds of dirt there. And I don't know about you, but leaving a mound of dirt at the entrance to a four-wheel drive track, it's not going to deter too many people. So, you know, if you really want to deter people, don't put a mound of dirt at the beginning of the track. But never mind. Some people do choose to come in that way, but that is the correct entrance up that way, Wilbinga Road. But we're going to come out this way. We're not going to enter this way. We are going to go further up the road is the second entrance, which is Wilbinga Grove. It's about 9 kilometres up the road from here, from Military Road. And we are going to enter through there. So I will just quickly show you the two roads on the other camera, or the direction of which this road goes. And then we'll shoot up to Wilbinga Grove and we'll catch up with Brad. Okay, so please excuse the wind. Actually, maybe I'm in a bit of a pocket here. It's not as windy as it was, so please excuse the wind if it's affecting the audio. But this is Wilbinga Road, and if you go behind me, just up there, that is Indian Ocean Drive, and if you go over that, that is Chewett Road. Now, Chewett Road takes you all the way through to the Nangara pine plantation and the power lines track that runs on the outskirts of the pines. That's actually not a bad track. It'll take you all the way back through to Nangara Road if you want to do it. It's a bit scratchy, it's a bit soft in places, but it is quite fun to do. So that is Indian Ocean Drive. Here comes the road. That is Wilbinga Road up there, and I'm going to get back in the car before I get soaked. Okay, so we are just coming up on Wilbinga Grove now. As I said, it's almost or approximately 9 kilometres north of Military Road, and this is it here. And this is actually a designated overnight camp spot, so you can actually camp here overnight if you're on the road, if you want to. Now, I know why people go in through Two Rocks. It's quicker, it's easier, but at the end of the day, you're driving a four-wheel drive. You need to drive to destinations to get to good tracks. So for the sake of a 10-minute drive and a $500 fine, a little trip up Indian Ocean Drive to either Wilbinga Road or Wilbinga Grove, it's no skin off my nose, and to the average four-wheel driver, it should be pretty simple. Now I know people say Wilbinga Road, the road is a bit rough, but here's a tip, guys. Let your tyres down at that point. Drop your tyre pressures down to 16 psi. The corrugations will almost go away, and that is actually a better drive in than this one here. This is more of a dirt track, comes out to a limestone outcrop, which we'll show later on, and then you can hit the dunes, whereas the other one takes you straight into a few nice little hill climbs and stuff, and it takes you almost straight into the central bowl of Wilbinga, and it's probably the better trip in. And for the sake of a 10-minute drive, hey, do it right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to end that subject here because we're out here today to have some fun, and it's a Monday, so there shouldn't be anybody else in here. So we should be free to play on whatever we want to play on. All right, we're just going to wait for Brad and drop some air out of the tyres, and we'll hit the track. All right, guys, I have actually just noticed something. You used to be able to camp here, and now to contradict what I told you earlier, you actually can't. These new signs have been put up, which I have not seen before, but then I haven't been here for a while. So here you go. Camping prohibited in this area, fines apply. Now this used to be a rest stop. You used to be able to pull in here, stay the night, and keep on going in the morning. But as I said, I haven't been out here for a while, so obviously you can't anymore. And at the start of the track that takes you into Wilbinga is this sign here as well. And again, please excuse the wind, it is windy, but that is the track in. And people used to camp in there under those trees over to the left there. As you can see, it's quite open, so a lot of people used to camp there. But you can't anymore, apparently. So there you go. It is official. You cannot camp at Wilbinga. Okay, well we're starting to get into the bit now where the bushfire went through here late last year, and you can just see how much it's destroyed the vegetation. It's quite devastating to the area really, because you'd never be able to see through that bush before, and now you can see everything and all the rubbish that's been left behind over the years as well. So that's just one thing, guys. If you bring it in, take it out. If you've got a drink between your legs and you're driving along the track, don't chuck it out the window when you finish it. Throw it on the passenger seat. When you get home, chuck it in the bin, because there's lots of bottles right on the edge of the track where it's quite obvious people have just hurled them out the window as they've been driving along. And, yeah, let's keep these areas pristine and open for the rest of us to all enjoy. But yeah, driving along here, I'm seeing bottle after bottle after bottle, and I would stop and pick them up, but I actually don't have room in the back for this many bottles. So, but we'll pick up a few along the way. So yeah, it'd be good if people could just chuck them on the floor in the passenger seat. That would be awesome. Okay, let's carry on down this track. Alright, just a bit of a branch down across the track, so if ever you come across these guys, it's always good to take it out, because a lot of people will just run this over and start to stake tyres, but as you can see, it takes Brad all of about 20 seconds to remove that. He might have got his hands dirty in the process, but he'll survive. Yep, there we go, check the hands. Rub them together, all good. Did you get your hands dirty, mate?
I did, it's shocking.
Oh, never mind, you're going to be right to drive the rest of the way?
Yeah, I might need some first aid when I get down there, but yeah, I'm sure we'll be right, mate.
Alright, onwards we go. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's an interesting intersection. Which way do I go?
Yeah, pretty much. Probably fine, they all lead to pretty much the same spot. They'll all join up sooner or later.
Yeah, I would say so.
If I could turn the hourglass over, if I could set the clock back, it wouldn't change a thing, I know that. I know that. And when I look at the world around me, I see what might have been, but every deed has got a price tag. Now I know that.
Hit the first sand dune. Now this sand dune once upon a time used to have two sections to it. You went up the entry track, it leveled out, and then you had to have another go at the rest of the dune, which was the hardest part. It has blown that far east now that it's all one dune. So we'll go up and have a look at it. And again, excuse the wind, it is as windy as hell out here. So looking back from here, that's where we've come in, off the main track. And over there, that's all private property and been fenced off, so you can't go in there. So you come in through there and up there. Well, that's the first little bowl that you come to when you come in from Wilbinga Grove. It's not a bad little area to play in that, and then from there we head left if we can get up the hill. Ooh. And we head further south.
I wish I never met you. In my weakest moments, you call me by name, you cut me wide open, you play me like a game. is what it's like living your life in regret. I wish I never met you. If I could write a letter in a bottle that could flow through space and time, I would tell myself a warning, I would tell myself a stop sign. I know he looks like some kind of savior, I know his hands feel like they're kind, but you keep your wits about you. Don't let the way you feel cloud you. I wish I never met you. In my weakest moment, you call me by name, you cut me wide open, you play me like a game. This is what it's like living your life in regret. I wish I never met you. You don't know the things I go through day to day, every day.
Just because that was fun going down, we're going to go up it. And I'm going to stick my wheel in this big hole and see what happens. Famous last word. Nothing. Let's try that again. There we go. There we go. Much more fun going up. I do like that track. It is a good one. And if you don't have to do it, there is a bypass track. But yeah, that is good fun. Kangaroo on my right, sitting up proud and pretty. There's a few of them through here.
There's about 3 of them coming your way. One lagging behind us there, so he stopped at the building.
Yeah, he's the one that keeps watching me.
Wait till the window opens, you tell me.
That's it. How close can I get?
Just enough to cave into the room. Kangaroo with road tents.
Makes a change. Mind you, you'd need it out here.
He's probably looking at it going, it was Sunday yesterday, it's off.
That's right, are you two lost? might have picked the wrong track here. Oh, never mind. Be committed now. Just be careful when you come over, mate. She's a bit windswept. Show you what can happen overnight in bad weather like this. Check out that. That is the beach. And that is the end of the track just down there. And again, I apologise for the wind, but there is no beach, and you do not want to be finding yourself stuck down there at all. You can pretty much kiss goodbye to your four-wheel drive if that happens. Now I think we're not far off the Shacks crew. So we're coming up to where the Shacks crew are. If you don't know them, they have their own Facebook page, and they are volunteers that look after this area. And yeah, they do cleanups, they look after this place. I don't envy them one bit, but they do have a nice view in summer, and we'll show you that as we go past. I'm pretty sure this is where the Shacks crew are. So just up there, if you see a weird looking antenna, yep, there's a sign down there on the ground that used to say caution children playing. Just up over the top there is the Shacks crew, and I might just see if I can stick my nose up over the top and have a look. I'm just going to stick my nose up over the top of that hill, mate. I'm not going to go anywhere, I'm just going to film it. So let's give it a go. I should be able to get up here, all right? It doesn't look that bad. Yeah, that's the Shacks crew, and they are responsible for looking after this area. And what a view they have, eh? Look at that. Excuse the dirty windows, but what a great view. And they do a lot for this area, so that's why I'm just gonna not go through there, because that's pretty much their front yard, and just show you what it's all about.
I'll give you something real. Show me what you really feel. Don't let time get away from us. Only got this moment now. Whole world in your eyes, and I feel your light like the first time. My soul in your hands. This is our one chance. Waiting my whole life. Just try tonight. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
The central bowl of Wilbinga, and that is Big Bertha. To me, that's the biggest hill in Wilbinga, and that is why we are here today. We are going to issue a challenge to Shuey's Adventures. Craig, Martin, you're going to get up that hill, and you're going to have to watch our Sunday Quickie to watch us get up it. So stay tuned.
This is not the end. Everything just beginning. Just beginning. Just try tonight. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. This is not the end. Everything just beginning. Just beginning.
Okay, so while we were having lunch, we actually came across one of our subscribers who was originally going to meet up with us, but ended up getting a bit delayed. So hang on a minute while I just turn right here, because I think this is the track out. And yeah, eventually he's caught up with us.
Check on the way and do all that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way out.
I'll give it a whirl anyway. We're heading in the right direction.
So yeah, he's caught up with us now, and we're actually going to head out of Wilbinga now, and we're going to head over to Three Hills and do a separate video over there, another one of our quickies. So let's watch that big hole on the left here, guys. But you'll remember Paul, he drives the Golden Eagle Jeep, and he is now at the back of the convoy. So
This is a perfect night. I wanna see your light shine. Everything is alright, alright. We together.